Hey everyone, Sly47 here. It's the end. We're at the tier 10. All of my favorite tier 10s. Oh my god, tier 10. I love tier 10. It's so much fun in this game. I don't know why. Like, I still remember playing the PC version of World of Warships, and I hated tier 10. And in this game, I love it. It's such a different thing. Such an odd, difference and such. But today we're going to be talking about mine, of course, in the comments section down below. Let me know what your favorite tier 10 ships are. And of course, I've got my categories, but let me know if you've got different categories, or you can rank them. You can just do a top 10 list. I don't know, you guys can decide. But these are my favorite tier 10 ships here. For destroyers, oh man, this is hard. There's a lot of good destroyers, but my favorite has to be Tromp. So Tromp here is an excellent DD. It offers you everything that you want, everything you need, but it doesn't require smoke to have to work. It doesn't require anything other than your pure skill to stay alive and then just utilize all its capabilities. It is just absolutely fantastic. I do enjoy Gdansk, I do enjoy Bazan, I do enjoy those other, there's plenty of other really good DDs, but if I'm like, hey, I want to have some fun at tier 10 in a DD, Trump's kind of my way to go. It is just an absolute blast of a ship. If it ever comes out in the shipyard, highly would suggest picking it up. It's got all the capabilities. The only thing it just doesn't have is radar or anything. It's just got that raw firepower capability and great guns at that. It's just got the full thing, and it's got oddly good torpedoes too. Just an FYI, don't forget about those. They can shoot them off pretty easily. Now, I had split the next two categories up into, basically the whole reason why DD with a Citadel exists is because of this situation. Because I want to talk about my two favorite cruisers at tier 10. But they're both cruisers, and they're both light cruisers of that. So we have a DD with a Citadel. That's where the other ones came from, by the way. The Minotaur is the reason why we have the Sejong and the Black Harbin category and everything. It just is, because yeah, DD with the Citadel, the Minotaur is one. It is an absolute mobile master of devastation and power. Oh my god, it's amazing. Love the Minotaur. It's just, I sometimes have to be in the mood for it. But if I'm just remotely, I'm totally doing it and dropping 100k. Like, Minotaur is such a fun boat to play. It's so rewarding too, and everything. It's such a skill cannon. And of course, it's not as good as the regular light cruiser, as the San Martin is my favorite light cruiser in this game right now overall, but the Minnow still holds up very well. But the San Martin, oh, I was so happy I was actually able to go out before Baby came and do that video and everything and enjoy it and show everyone the appreciation I have of the San Martin, because the San Martin, it's love. It's a love letter from Wargaming for all the cruiser mains, being like, hey, we know we've given you a few bad ones. Here's the perfect cruiser line. Here's just go have fun with it. We know we peaked at Minotaurs a long time ago. Now we're gonna peak again for cruisers at San Martin. It is so amazing. I'm gonna move on, because I just talk another 40 minutes about the San Martin alone, because that ship, it does everything the Minnow does, but more of a gun focus style, more of a healing focus, and combat instructions. Where Minnow is just that DD that just is it's huge. It's got a Citadel, but it's got all the power to just be like, I don't care if you hit me. Yeah, you're gonna Citadel me. I'm still gonna leave the game with 100k. So for heavy cruisers, I blame Matt and Alistair for this one and such. Yeah, Matt and Alistair, I'm blaming you guys for this one and such. But the Henri the Fourth, oh god, it's one of also the most more versatile cruisers too. It's got two builds to it, because you actually can run the speed build or just the regular concealment build. I prefer the concealment build, but I totally see the damage focused, more just speed, balls to the walls action build. Totally get that as well. Respect it. For me, I'm more of the concealment and dispersion style type of player with the Henri, but it's just so much fun to just be like, hey, by the way, I'm over at A in the first bit of the game. You melt a BB in basically 30 seconds flat, because you just use your rapid reload. You spin around, you prevent from getting shot because you're going so fast that people miss you, and then you disappear. The enemy team doesn't know about you for another like barely a minute, and sea's just about to collapse, and all of a sudden you appear out of nowhere and you say hi to another ship for a little bit. That ship goes back to port because your hi is 240 shooting at, I think it's like every 5 seconds. It's ridiculous. This ship is absolutely amazing. It's just the exact amount of speed and power and capability that you want in a ship. It is fun. It is just so much fun. I thoroughly enjoy the Henri the Fourth. The grind has gotten better since when I threw it because it was a little bit rough at that time, but they gave it a little buff a while back. But yeah, no, the Henri, oh, it is love. It is amazing. It is absolutely, oh, man. Next up for the battle cruisers, I gotta talk about Schlieffen. So I actually put Hipper on my Schlieffen. So Schlieffen's maxed out. It's tricked out. It's got the right camo. It's got this. Maybe eventually there'll be a leg mod that makes it even better. I don't know. Or hopefully it changes it more like an augment, kind of like GKs and like that. But for Schlieffen, for battle cruisers, you are taking a bet. This is you at a poker table. Schlieffen is always you at a poker table. And basically it's either you've got the best hand or everyone else has got good hands. Because one game, you're going to be doing 40, 50k. You did well, but unfortunately you get sniped out. You're just not going to do it. Then the next game, you are a wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus and absolutely going through the enemy team like a checklist. How, actually exactly like how Canada views the Geneva checklist as something. The Schlieffen is that. You decide that you're going to take a flank. That flank is yours. Oh, and by the way, the next flank is yours as well, because you're just going to keep on barreling through like a frickin' wrecking ball and causing Geneva Convention issues. It's either or. You have no idea what the game is going to be like, but it's going to be so much fun when you do it. When you pop 190k in a Schlieffen for the first time, you basically are like, I'm done. Yep, done. We're good. We're done. This game, I don't need any other games. I've got it. We're good. It is such a fun boat. Oh my god, Schlieffen. I cannot suggest it more. I do know the grind, the tier 7, 8, depending on which one you have an issue with. One or both have issues, but the tier 9 and tier 10 are keepers. They are keepers on that one. They are so much fun. Oh, Schlieffen is so good. Oh, and before I announce my favorite battleship, honorable mentions. Yep, honorable mentions, because we do need to talk about some honorable fun mentions. For an honorable mention for DDs, I think we definitely have to talk about the Kleber, the Bazan, and the Elbonk. Because the Elbonk, let's kind of go back in order on this one. The Elbonk is a cruiser without a citadel, and it is just oddly enjoyable. It's just such a weird ship for tier 10. It's not a DD, really, it's not. It's a cruiser without a citadel. And it is just, you're just sniping battleships in a DD and sniping cruisers, and you're just like, it doesn't feel like this should be doing this, but it is, and it's fun. And then you have torpedoes that you send off that literally you're like, okay, maybe I need to shoot off another set of torpedoes, and then off in the corner of your screen, there's just 3 torpedoes hits, and you're like, wait, those are still going? It's such a fun boat. And oddly enjoyable, especially with the leg mod. I know I'm a leg mod fan. Some people aren't. Totally get it. And like that. Next up, Kleber. Kleber is, you can't knock it. Ever since the buffs, thing's a monster. Thing is a freaking monster. That was like the minnow buffs a while back. It was just totally uncalled for. We're like, why did this get buffed so much? And Wargaming's just like, I don't know, maybe, whatever. Like, who knows? Like that, it's just, oh man, so much fun with Kleber now. It is total meta and everything now. There's no arguing about that. And then you have the Bazan, which basically it's a 4-tap, and then you activate your ability and you delete a DD. What's not to love? Like, Bazan is Bazan. It's just, oh my god. It's hard when I say that. Sometimes I'm almost like, because I have Bazan, I kind of almost don't need Regolo anymore. It's one of those like, oh man, but Regolo's so much fun. But yeah, Bazan's Bazan. I have to mention it for cruisers with a citadel. And at that, I think we have to totally mention, you know, Austin. Yep, if you want to announce your presence to a DD and then subsequently delete them from existence, the Austin will do that. I cannot wait to see the Austin games when someone gets, like, if we ever get tier 10 respawn in an Austin game, someone's going to get that Kraken skill and just absolutely just crush the server. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be great. Or there's going to be no hit registration and it's not going to be that good of damage dealing and all that. You know how it's going to go. For battle cruisers, right behind Schlieffen for something that I just thoroughly enjoy, I have to mention the Yoshi. The Yoshi now, with how much range it has and the capabilities it has, it's just a versatile cruiser at tier 10. It does everything you need it to do, and depending on the battle, you play it differently. It's not as much of a skill cannon. It's not as, you know, you're not always going to be popping off high damage games, but there are those games where you're going to go, I played that like a light cruiser off the bat, and then a sniping cruiser in the middle, and then basically you're curb stomping the rest of the game as a brawling, just torpedo throwing battleship almost. I know it's a battle cruiser, but either way, you get it. It's just such a fun boat. It offers so many different things, and you have to be thinking in that idea of different play styles, different ideas, how it all works. It's one of those things. The more you play it, the better it gets for you. It's not the best. It's not top tier. It's not competitive. It's not meta. But it's just such a fun boat for what it does. It's borderline competitive at certain games and like that. So I enjoy it. It's one of my more favorite ships on that one. And then honorable mentions for battle cruisers as well is Puerto Rico. Just super solid. I just wanted to say that. Puerto Rico. Just right there. If Schlieffen wasn't in there, Puerto Rico would be right there because it's an oddly fun boat as well. I know some people will say, what about Buffalo? I'm actually not the biggest Buffalo fan. It's good, I get it, but it's not something I bring out often. So it's not something that's going to go right up there. And for battleships, that's going to be a little hint of maybe what my favorite tier 10 battleship is. Well, this ship is incomparable. Oh yeah, the incomp. What's not to love? 10k Citadels? It's just fun. And on top of it, sometimes you can jump scare other cruisers because of how dastardly, like, stealthy it is. Like, come on. Incomparable is, they cooked with this ship and it's never gotten bad in the meta. Oh god, Incomparable is so good. But it does have some moments where it's kind of reliant on those citadels. It is. And sometimes you're not wanting that type of style. And if you're wanting the best battleship in World of Warships Blitz, it's got to go to the St. Vincent. I know, right? Everyone's going to go, you picked the top meta. No, dude. It's just St. Vincent's love, St. Vincent's life. If you just look at all of these different ships, all of these ships that I'm calling out, it just shows you what I like in tier 10. I'm not looking at like kind of general ships. I'm not looking at something that's like, oh, this is just good. Like per se, like a Nevsky. Nevsky's just good. It's just solid. It's not anything insane. It doesn't have any particular, per se, any uniqueness. Where if you look at all of these ships, all of them have something where it's like, if you put the time, the effort, the skill into them, it's so much fun. Oh my god, they do. It's you feel rewarded when you play them, and that's why I love tier 10. There's so many rewarding ships at tier 10 to play. You put the effort in, they give it right back, and I absolutely love that. That's why I have so much in tier 10. Special shout out to MVR because that's the only carrier I'll ever play, and also it's absolutely hilarious to go brawling in tier 10. But I had to mention it just because it's my only tier 10 carrier, and oddly I find it fun and enjoyable and kind of balanced in its own way and stuff, especially compared to the other horrible Maltas and FDRs and everything. But yeah, St. Vincent, just get that. It's perfect grind too. Like San Martin, amazing grind. Minotaur, amazing grind. Oh, man, But this is it. Hope you all enjoyed the series. Cheers to anyone who joined me in a drink. Hopefully you guys had a good one. And I will see you section down below with all of your favorite ships of tier 10. Let me know how you order them, everything like that. Love to know, because sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's just completely meta. Yeah, the St. Vincent's meta, everything like that. But there's some other ships that it's just like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to play that all the time. But St. Vincent, just super fun for me. Let me know, of course, all of your ships down below in the comment section. Hopefully I enjoyed the series. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see whenever a new video goes live. It's been an absolute blast. Cheers, everyone. Thank you all for the love and support. Slancha. Also, I just realized the irony that I'm saying a Scottish word for cheers while drinking American whiskey.
Engine boost activated.
Yeah. That happened after an hour and a half of recording. Hope you all have a great day. Cheers.
Good job. Enemy team captured the area. Our team captured the area. Nice shot. Our team is about to win. Good hit job. The enemy. Nice shot. Target hit. Our team captured the area. Enemy team captured the area. Our team is about to win.